Well, guys, what do you think of where you are and the skyline behind you?
Yeah, look, it's a beautiful, beautiful spot. It was the second time to Shanghai now, and I absolutely love it here. So looking forward to Sunday now.
Yeah, it's my first.
It's my first time to China, so it's pretty exciting that we're able to come over here and play footy, but also get to experience another part of the world, which is great.
And you're fit and ready to go?
Yeah, can't wait.
How was the wait on the tarmac last night?
It was nothing. I think everyone who's travelled international before has experienced a little bit of a delay, but yeah, it wasn't too bad at all.
How much does the excitement overweigh the uncertainty of what you're going to face on Sunday?
Look, yeah, there's certainly a lot of excitement, but at the same time we know that it's for 4 points and it's another game for footy. But certainly it's an exciting experience, and I think that the whole build-up to it you've got to enjoy and embrace. It's almost like a big game or a big final where you just got to embrace it, and then we'll get out there on Sunday and experience playing at Jangwon Stadium for the first time.
How do you feel about it being your 100th as a captain and doing it in a very faraway place?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, and I think it's Ken's 100th as well as coach. So it's it's going to be a pretty special moment, that's for sure.
Obviously, you're yet to train, but what do you make of the conditions over here so far?
Yeah, they're beautiful. There's a lot of talk about all the potential hazards and stuff like that, but I've been pleasantly surprised. It's been a beautiful day today, and it's great conditions for footy.
The heat doesn't bother you at all?
Nah, maybe the poor boys. They're heading into winter, but on the Gold Coast it's been hot and sunny as you can expect.
Last week, disappointing result, and some key players were down. How have you addressed this week?
Yeah, there's no doubt that last week was disappointing, and we didn't have an overall team performance, which we know you've got to have against the best sides. And again this week that we know we need all our guys performing, but we think we've played some really good footy so far this season. If we can hold that for 4 quarters, then it puts us in the game against anyone, and that's certainly what we're looking forward to do this week.
Steven, can you talk to us about Rory Thompson's return? You started together, you played most of your footy together, and it certainly frees you up a little bit to be a bit more creative when he comes back into the side.
Yeah, Rory's definitely a key pillar for us, and with big Charlie Dixon dominating at the moment, it's a timely return for Rory. I'm sure he'll enjoy that matchup potentially at some stage. They were good friends on the Gold Coast as well, but no, it does provide me a little bit of flexibility, but the emergence of Jack Leslie as well has also helped that. So we're really starting to become a more versatile backline.
Trav, talking about the conditions, there's a lot of talk about the sandstorms and air quality, etc. And you're an asthmatic. Do you have to do anything different? How do you feel about the conditions, etc.?
No, look, I haven't thought about it too much at all, and I've been asthmatic since I was a kid, and I trained over here in November, and I was fine then. So look, I haven't thought about it too much. I'll go about as usual. I'll take my Ventolin before a game, which I do every week. So I haven't thought about it too much.
Travis, can you tell us about what your journey's been like with Ken Inkley at a time when you took the captaincy at a pretty dark moment for the footy club?
Yeah, look, we pretty much started the journey together, and majority of this group are the same. And I think since we've started, we've progressed as a club, and that's been a really exciting journey to be a part of. And look, Ken's been a huge part of that. And I think you could ask any player at our club that have played under Kenny, and would say the same thing, that they absolutely love him, and he's always been. His door's always been open to not only footy matters, but personal matters where you want to talk at all. And so he's been a huge part of moving this club forward, and it's been a great journey.
What did it say to you that night, that loss against Sydney at Adelaide Oval, when he pointed out the support that you needed as a captain on the field? How did you feel that night at the end of that game when he brought it up?
I guess when he said it, I knew that I had his support, and we're all on the same page, and it was a good thing to hear that he saw that, and the players acknowledged that. But it's about anyone, any of our leaders, any of our young guys, that making sure that we're always in it together, and making sure that if anyone gets targeted on our side, that the whole team's got that support.
You had a couple of weeks ago Ollie standing for you as captain, and I guess from the outside he's seen as the logical guy when the time comes. Have you thought about that? Who your successor should be, and do you talk about that at all as players?
I think as a leadership group, and obviously Ollie's probably the one that stands out. You start to mentor, you start to help these players progress as leaders, and that's certainly what I had with Dom and Treaders was when he was there. That you help each other through, and make sure that you help them with their leadership and what they need to experience. And certainly I chatted to Ollie before the Brisbane game, and he enjoyed that experience. But Ollie's going to be a different leader to me. Hamish is a different leader to me, and we're all separate in how we go about it. But certainly we can learn off each other.
Steven, is there anything you and Tom have done as captains with your young list to make sure that this remains a AFL Premiership match for 4 points and not a junket, or alternatively to bury any of the negative thoughts or the commentary around some of the hazards?
Yeah, definitely. We sat down after the Geelong game, actually straight after, and you know, we knew we were taking on Port in China, which is a historic event, but we knew that there would be potential delays as there was last night, and there may be an issue with the food, and you know, there's a range of possible things that can go wrong, but it's all about the attitude, and that's what we sort of preach with the group, is that we're going over to a different country, and we just got to embrace it rather than sort of have that negative mindset. And the boys were fantastic. I thought last night when the delay came was our first little test, and then they were super. They got on with it. But yeah, we have a really good young emerging group who after a couple of wins are starting to get some belief. So heading into Sunday, hopefully we're on our game and try and take the 4 points.
Just on that channel, do you need to keep it a little bit more simple than normal this week? Just make sure the boys get there in one piece and not crook, and even tactically just ease it up a bit. And how will you go about it as a leader?
Yeah, look, we were the same. We spoke about it straight after the game on the weekend, and you want to try and keep it as normal as possible and as business as usual, but obviously it's a bigger week, it's a historic event, and you've got to accept what comes with it. There's going to be a lot more media, there's going to be a lot more appearances that guys are going to have to do, and you just got to accept that. And the more that you understand that, acknowledge it, and you just get on with it, the better you'll be come Sunday. We train today, we'll keep it as normal and as a normal week back in Adelaide. So we'll wait and see on Sunday, but looking forward to that challenge.
Port Adelaide have spoken about how this has been, as a team, this has been months, and Darren Burgess spoke months in planning. You talk about how you sat down immediately after the Geelong game and just got their heads right. How long has the club been preparing for this stuff in terms of the logistics and everything?
Oh, definitely. There's been a lot of work behind the scenes once we got selected to win Port our home game. But to be honest, we've been up and down, so we've been, I don't want to say the cliche, but week to week.
Yep.
So once the Geelong game was finished, what happened was we had some Chinese lessons and some cultural lessons the week leading into Geelong, and we were really adamant that we didn't want that to cloud our Geelong game and be focused. So straight after the game, we focused on this week, and the boys are in a good space.
What were your cultural lessons?
The business cards. I don't know if you guys know that, with the 2 hands. A few things that are touchy subjects over here that maybe in Australia they wouldn't be. And
what were the touchy subjects?
I can't really remember. As long as I don't talk about them, it's alright. But no, just manners with the chopsticks. You can't put them vertically into your rice bowl. That's sort of a funeral ritual. So there's a few things like that. Wearing red is a good luck colour, so we're happy with that. But yeah, just a bunch of light-hearted things. But because we are in such a different country, back in Australia, sometimes you might take those things for granted, and we've got to respect this culture over here.